So, I'm back. Dave, unfortunately, is still dead or gone. So it is just me. Got a new sponsor for the video. Go on, Dave, get in, mate. New sponsor for the videos. So shout out to Fit Food UK. Now, they criticised me heavily for saying that I've never tasted a good protein bar. And I stand by that. Protein bars do not taste good. Terrible.
Have you ever tasted theirs?
Well, theirs are protein squares, and I don't mind them. They're quite tasty. I have had the white, I think it was the white chocolate covered ones. I had a batch back in the OG days, before even Danny was doing the cool boxes and stuff. She literally threw them in a Netto bag at me, and I just took them, and I ate all of them in one go. And they are delicious. And they're the new sponsor, so when we move into the new office, they're going to decorate a whole wall. We're going to colour it and brand it. And then the big news is, obviously, you're back, so less people will watch.
No.
Mate, I just got Apple Watch now, haven't I? Shout out to Apple for sponsoring us, getting us both watches. You've got your Old Spice.
Yep.
So good for you. Look, it's blowing up. It's literally text.
Who's texting you?
Everyone.
No one's texting you. It's
Everyone, that's just a reminder. The big news is, we've got a logo.
We do.
We have several logos.
I'm going to put it on the bottom of this video.
What do you mean?
I'm going to put it along the bottom right hand corner. You can do that for every
Oh,
every
yeah.
YouTube video.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great. Someone started deadlifting.
Don't worry about that. So we've got a logo. So who did that?
My friend Emma. Emma Wear Design. I might tag her Instagram below.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'll definitely tag her Instagram.
Let's make her whatever we decide our following is called. You know, like
Yeah.
Chris D'Elia has the babies.
They could be the bear cubs.
What's her name? Emma.
Yeah.
Emma is officially.
She's like a head bear cub.
She is the first bear cub. So congratulations, Emma. I mean, you don't really win anything, and it's a really disappointing cub to be part of because Dave's part of it. But I'm in, and I'm quite cool and quite funny. So we got a logo, which means we can do audio only. So when you're sat having a nice relaxing bath, or you're going out for a run,
Yep.
you can listen to us, or doing cardio.
In the car.
In the
doing
car,
cardio.
you can listen. You don't have to watch. You don't have to see his face. I know you tune in for this face. But that's cool. So shout out to Emma for helping us out. Obviously, Apple are sponsoring us. We got Fit Food UK sponsoring.
I have questions.
Loads of protein in the office now as well. Oh, you've got questions. That's really well prepared. Oh, I have a question for everyone else. So we'll talk about YouTube rabbit holes in a minute. Dave has his WhatsApp Messenger inside a folder,
Yeah.
which I find disturbing. So I want to know from you,
I'm gonna change it.
where are you going?
I was gonna change. Fuck it. It'll track our faces anyway.
From you, who puts their WhatsApp in a folder? Apart from Dave, I imagine no one. Right, you've got questions, Dave.
Yeah. So we stuck it on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, actually. Asking
There's
for questions.
thousands. We're not going to get through all them.
We'll
Let's do
we'll
6.
We'll pick. Yeah.
Let's do
okay.
6.
Let's start off with this one. Quite tame.
Lloydie!
Lloydie99. How do you like your steak?
I don't know.
What cut of steak do you like?
I literally order burger and chips, and then I upgrade the burger. No matter where I go, I
Upgrade the
ask.
burger?
I say to them, "Is there any chance you can put an extra burger on my burger?" Or if you go to the Hungry Horse, who are a new sponsor of the podcast, you can get the Quadzilla burger, which is 2 big beef burgers, 2 deep fried chicken burgers, bacon, cheese, bun, 2 onion rings, and that's the kind of sort of size burger I like, followed by pudding. So when it comes to steak, I'm like, meh. If I had to have steak, it would be rump medium. Easy.
All right.
What would you have?
Fillet medium.
Oh, no one cares. Next question.
Right.
What's that? Samsung?
No, it's not a.
You put a comment up about Android
I am not
on.
a fucking peasant.
You put a comment up about why are people's stories looking so bad? It's because you're filming with an Android.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's fucking true.
You know
Upgrade, don't be a peasant.
they make like the Instagram app for the iPhone and port it to the Android world.
That's because. Well,
Next question,
all right,
Dave. That
that's
isn't
what
a
it is.
question.
Right, Yami54.
Who's that? Looks like some
horrific
twink.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a bottom if I've ever seen one.
Right, so if you were propositioned to suck dick, what would be your price?
All of it. All of it.
As long as you get to the hinge end.
What's the next question?
Next question. Where did you meet? How does your friendship work? Well,
first of all,
I wouldn't really call this a friendship.
Where you've got the idea of friendship from is ridiculous.
This is like a mutually.
Where did we meet?
Where did we meet?
Saw pictures of Dave.
We meet on a We met in a Sunday squat.
Yeah, we did. We
A
did.
Sunday squat about.
Did we not
2
meet
and a bit
at a
years
mock
ago.
meet? Was it not a mock meet first?
No.
All right. So we used
It
to.
was a Sunday squat, and it was in.
Back when we were heavily powerlifting, we'd squat on a Sunday morning, 9
was in
a.m.
March.
because it was really difficult to do, which is similar to a competition. Make it difficult, makes winning easier. We met there. Dave was one of those guys with a huge beard who hid behind a cool beard, and then sort of as soon as you shaved it off, you're like, oh, you don't have any personality, and then that's the kind of
Well, you can get.
that's the kind of friend I like, because that way I'm the alpha and Dave is the, you know.
First of all,
Look how big you're not. Look at those elbows. Yeah, we just have the same circle of friends, met through powerlifting, but definitely wouldn't call it a friendship. We literally
No.
bump into each other at the gym.
yeah.
That's
We just,
about it.
we just happened to just do this and film it.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a contractual obligation.
But I'm not reading that one. How comes you guys are so cool? No.
You know who sent that? Some girl who keeps sliding into my DMs, talking about stuff that we don't want to talk about.
Okay, I'll not mention it. Then the next one. What's it like having a better looking and cooler younger brother? That must be your brothers. Put that on there.
No, they're referring to you being the older guy and me. Whoever that is.
Are you the younger brother?
Whoever this guy is or
Yeah.
girl has assumed that I'm the handsome younger brother, and they've assumed correctly. Dave was abandoned at birth and left in a shopping trolley. There was another question.
There is another question, and we're going to get to it.
Well, let's do the question.
What? Fuck, I need the website for the question.
Who asked a question with a website in?
Right. So, Project Fit, Lee Bedgett,
I have known that guy
man like Lee.
since. Now this is a throwback, and I hope he's watching this bit. I used to go around his house when we were younger because we played for the same football team. Shout out to his dad, Aaron. Awesome. His dad and my mum both heavily into football. Used to coach our football teams and being really involved. And he used to have Spider-Man on his Game Boy. I used to love going around playing it. And he lived up. Shout out to the Conagra crew. He lived up the top of Conagra, and now he's living life.
Story done?
I don't know where he lives. What? Oh, you're going on the Wilkes thing?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is
Do you want? Should we ask the question?
Dave. What's the question? Who's stronger?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lee wants to know pound for pound,
Yeah.
because that matters.
Yeah.
Who's
So,
stronger? Who's strong
Here's the world Dave's
between
in,
me and him?
and then we'll talk about the world I'm in. So Dave's in the world where he goes, just got a 120 squat, weighing 74 kilos. And everyone goes, dude, you put your weight in. Then I just go, I just got a 200 squat. And everyone's like, what? That's incredible. Yeah, I know. And so Dave now wants to work out. Now, pound for pound, squat bench. Dave's a much better bencher than me. He's got little T-Rex arms. I probably got a better dead. And
Definitely got a better deadlift than me.
probably weight for thingy wise, maybe we're more closely matched on the squat. What's your best squat? Not for these guys, but
in
real.
competition 170.
Yeah, mine's a 215. But based on our body weight, that's probably similar. But bench wise, you're better. Dead wise, I'm better. I've got longer arms, you've got short arms. It makes sense.
I'm trying to find the new one and I can't.
I deleted it off the internet.
We'll sort that. We'll just explain it.
But that's a good question from Lee. Now,
Yeah.
Lee, I like watching his stories. He is super fit, got a nice home gym. He keeps threatening to come down and have a session and be in a video. So we're going to hold him up for that soon. Or we're going to make him a sponsor and start sending checks or invoices his way.
Yeah, just invoices.
Payable within 28 days. But he's living life. I've known him for a long time, man. He's such a nice dude.
Let's go back to the question though. So who's stronger pound for pound? That depends, because we figured this out. We can't find the calculation now, but it depends what measurement calculation you use. So in powerlifting, there's a thing called a Wilks. We all know one of our friends that lives by his Wilks, and he's now devastated because the British Powerlifting Federation the International Powerlifting Federation have got a new measurement calculation, which is Wilks. It's to favour kind of people are outliers. So you'd find, like, I think the guy we explained this before, the guy with the biggest Wilks is like 7.
The biggest total ever, yeah, he's 7-year-old. He weighs like 15 kilos.
So when you do Wilks, Mike comes out with a higher score. When you do with the new better calculation that is more accurate and currently the right one, I come out with a better score. So it kind of depends.
And then we started thinking about like random gym lifts because that's based on a competition. Random gym lifts like a leg press. Like I've got a really decent leg press, and Dave's good at nothing else.
Hey,
You've got a savage lat raise.
I do.
You've got a savage shoulder press, which is much. So yours would be much better than mine. It's just weird how gym exercises work. But then, you know,
what I find really strange is on the leg press, like you're talking, you are really good, and you can grind out 15 reps, and your first rep looks exactly as difficult as your 15th rep. Like,
fair enough.
just it's so
And I
consistent.
have the
with,
same speed throughout.
so consistent with making them all look just
Difficult.
as bad as each other.
Yeah. And I'm suffering from a bad shoulder at the minute, so everything's really slow. But numbers-wise, you know, I'm about the same. I'm in this for the long game. I'm not too fussed about it. It's one of those injuries that's okay to work around, but just to not be silly with. So that's fine.
I think we just got a little bit too heavy. We were shoulder pressing whole stacks and everything.
So I put on my Instagram story today my timeline for the video I did for arms and quick sessions. So I've done them.
Oh shit! Just
First of all,
do you want to explain what you actually did?
so we
What it was?
well, yeah,
I know you talked about it last week, but no one listened.
we filmed. It was savage. They trained shoulders. It was the intensity that those two put in is insane. It's
We'll put Arms' YouTube video in the description below.
Oh yeah, cool.
His YouTube channel.
Yeah, his YouTube channel, which is fantastic. So he and I are working on loads of videos. He's the nicest guy. He's so not what you expect. He's so much.
Never ever spoken to him. I've been around him,
But never just spoke to him.
never spoken to him.
He's the nicest
But he's just
guy.
so happy and so
Yeah,
smiling,
yeah.
so positive all the time.
And his
Brilliant.
artwork is insane.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that I found really challenging about that video is they specifically wanted it square, so 1080 by 1080, because I normally
For
do.
Insta?
Yeah, but I like to when I'm framing stuff and filming and editing, I'm filming in 1920 by 1080. So the normal.
And when you shoot as well, you can't tell when you're shooting what's in.
It's
and what's
really
not.
hard.
So you must have had to move.
So yeah, so putting it in 1080 is really difficult because you've got a much smaller window to work with. So you have to first of all zoom your image in so that it fits up to the thing, and then you've got to move it around so that the bits are in the middle. So I've done them video, sent it over. It's a wicked video. It took so long, and I should put the timeline up. And that timeline hides. There's 5 or 6 compound clips. That if I go into those, there's a bit where they start lat raising, and I'm moving around them, and they carry on lat raising, and then there's a load of flashes, and then it flashes really quick, and it's then arms doing some upright rows.
Yeah.
And like that thing in itself has got a load of music cuts and voice, and like I put a
Sound effects and stuff.
sound effect in. I put a load of things on that particular bit of music to take bass out and make it sound really weird so it looked trippy. I put a load of effects over it. So that compound clip just looks incredible. Oh, there's the guy. Is he doing sumo?
DM. Oh yeah, he is.
145,
He doesn't do sumo.
145 times 5 seems like it'd be good for him.
That's not bad actually.
Hey, what's Project Fit saying on his story? Final total was
4,600 calories.
There's no way he ate them. They're liquid
No,
calories.
that's
He's not.
that is
That's
two
not even his MyFitnessPal. That's mine.
baby bananas.
Baby, who eats? How many did he have? 9.
83 grams of banana. Who has 83 grams of banana?
Lee, you've got some splaining
type
to do,
100.
son.
Just have 100. Splain.
What? How did he get 83 grams? Is 83?
Calorie. Yeah,
Is
one calorie per gram.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem right.
That's close enough. I don't really care. Oh, chicken and chorizo pasta.
Oh, he's not. He's doing it cheap. This is cheap. But I will give him a shout out for having MyFitnessPal Premium, which I have, which you don't.
Do you actually have?
Of course I do. Because things
you
like
don't have
that,
Netflix.
things like that don't make a dent.
Can't believe you just said that.
They don't. You got a car parking fine the other day. I was straight. What did I do? Straight on iMessage, Apple Pay, typed in £100, but Dave can't receive Apple Pay. I was ready just to fling it over to
Yeah, I
you.
don't know why I couldn't get that.
No, I can't get it either. But it looked good for the picture. So anyway, my timeline looked nuts. So for Arms' Instagram, for Arms' YouTube, I'll be putting the full video up on his YouTube in the next couple of weeks.
You know,
But that will be.
Instagram's not square anymore. You can get a video with a 5:4 ratio.
Can you?
Yeah, it's
it's
just slightly taller,
it's so
so-
difficult editing to that. So what I had to do is I stuck an adjustment layer over everything,
And then
And
crop
set-
the adjustment layer, right?
so set the scale of the adjustment layer to, I think it's 180. You know the size where it's normally at 100. It's 180, so it zooms in, and then just moved individual clips as I needed them. But that is a nuts
in the
video.
ass.
That is a wicked video.
Yeah.
But the timeline without the compound clips is crazy. I think it's about 7 gigs worth of media and stuff in there, and then it's compressed.
Oh, really?
Once it's rendered out, it's literally 200 megabytes, but it's 7 gigs worth of information.
Yeah.
Nuts. So then, that obviously
put that in perspective, a 40-minute video of this is anywhere between 7 and 9 gig.
Yeah, there you go. It's because there's just so much in there. The color grade. I put a LUT on this, which was like a cinema grade LUT. I played with individual color stuff. Then when
What,
we're
the color wheel?
here's the thing.
Or
I've been watching
the hue and saturation of the.
So
different
no, I adjusted the shadows, the highlights, the shadows and the highlights and all that stuff. And then on the color thing, I tried an initial color grade, and I was like, I just couldn't quite get the colors right. It's hard in Atlas with the yellows, and Arms had some camo trousers on, and it was just I was looking a bit too green, looking a bit too brown. So I just put a cinema color grade on it, LUT on it. It looks nice. I've been really looking at DaVinci Resolve lately. You ever seen that?
No.
So DaVinci Resolve is the other. So you got Adobe Premiere,
You got Sony.
Vegas,
Yeah.
which nobody really talks about.
anymore.
I think Vegas and Avid Media are the two ones that lots of film people use.
Yeah.
But you've got Adobe, Final Cut, and then DaVinci. DaVinci's free. It's got, I think, all of the same usability as like Final Cut and Adobe. There's a paid version, but the free version apparently is savage. But the color grading on it is phenomenal. So what lots of YouTubers do, I found out since I've been watching and following more down YouTube rabbit holes, and we'll talk about yours in a second, is that they edit in Final Cut, export to DaVinci, color grade, export back, and then upload from Final Cut to YouTube or wherever.
I always export as a full file and then just upload it from a file browser. Because you can hit export to YouTube and it goes straight on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh no, I don't do that. What do you do with your Instagram? When you edit on there, you just airdrop it to your phone and then stick it on from there?
Yeah.
Much easier.
That's what you have to do. You can't upload it from a computer.
Correct.
Well
done.
Yeah. Talk about YouTube rabbit holes.
Man, I love a YouTube rabbit hole.
What a YouTube rabbit hole is, you start watching a video on YouTube, then the video's along the right-hand side.
Dave, everyone knows what a YouTube rabbit hole is. Put your arms down, you little T-Rex. Whoa!
Get back. It's actually getting cold.
What have you been watching? What was your YouTube rabbit hole?
I started off by watching, I think it was an interview with Killer Mike, or do you know what it was? NPR Tiny Desk concerts. I'll send you a couple.
No, fine.
And basically, I think it was The Roots, and then Run the Jewels, and a Black Thought when I started watching them, and then I started clicking on the videos all the way down, and then started finding out more about Drake. No matter what rap video you watch, a Drake video ends up in that one. So I watched that, and then I saw this documentary about how things like Kiki, Do You Love Me, and what was the one I said
AKA
earlier?
In My Feelings, Dave. You're so
Whatever.
old. Kiki, do you love me?
And then what's the other one? Oh, fuck, I can't remember. But basically, it comes from New Orleans bounce hip hop, which is this crazy, crazy beat. If I find, let me find one that kind of.
Are they a new sponsor? If not, don't play their stuff yet. Play it, but you know. You know when people load up like their YouTube and it lands on their excuse me, their homepage, and it's the suggested videos based off what they've been watching. Dave's were like how to remove things from inside your own body. That's really strange.
So look, it's a documentary about.
Good, nice for what?
In My Feelings, nice for what is a real,
Nice for
real
what is a tune.
bounce beat.
I jumped on that way before it got popular. Stuck it on that. Do you remember the Boxing Girls video I did back in April?
Yeah.
Got on that well before anyone did. Massive track. I got on here.
Alright, so let me just try and find something.
You know, I got spotted the other day.
You got spotted?
Yeah, I was buying petrol and somebody shouting, "Mike Sausage, we love the podcast. Lose the other guy."
Really?
Yeah.
Was that when Yannick was here? That?
No, it was my nan, but you know.
Oh, okay.
But you know, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find a bounce track.
I don't understand why you're scrolling so far.
Because I don't know what to search to find a decent bounce track.
This is a terrible YouTube rabbit hole. You should have saved a video and gone, "This is my go-to evidence."
Yeah, sure. Well, here's a mix.
Oh, I can hear that.
That.
Yeah. Is the whole song like that?
This is a whole mix.
I'm not mad at it.
It's a really, really repetitive beat. Really repetitive samples as well.
What's that called? New Orleans Bounce.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Just
Eddie
have a
Bravo
look.
style.
Have a look. It's really, really good.
Shout out to Ollie Foster.
We're good.
Oh, Hoolan Oh, hula noof. Oh, Perry's here. Perry, we're doing a video.
I can't. I've got to go on. I've been working before.
Oh,
That's a long day.
that is pretty savage.
That's a long day.
Shout out to
Well, no,
Perry,
I've
the
done
man with the
work.
biggest calves
I've done-
in the
I've
world.
done legs this morning at work and then I went to work.
Did you? You're looking very, very trim.
I'm put on about 6 stone. 35 pounds since I'm on.
You look good for
that
it,
is
dude.
not trim.
Look good for it.
Thank you.
See you later. What's
What happened? What?
I think it's over for me, dude. I gotta go
Hopefully,
Tesco's in a minute, get some
hopefully.
cake.
I gotta
What
go
am I
to
gonna
Asda, get some wine.
do? You are such. You know what? You're gonna make somebody a great wife one day. What else do you want to talk about? Who else do you want to give a shout out to?
Fucking no one. We did this ourselves. No, actually, we didn't.
I mean, I said in the last video, I'm really appreciative of anyone giving us an opportunity.
Yeah.
Anyone watching our videos, liking our stuff,
We,
sharing it.
There's a couple of videos now that are over. There's a couple over 100 views now, which is just mental. Like,
What counts as a view though? Could somebody click on it for like 10 seconds? Be like, nah.
it's a minimum of 15 seconds, I think.
Well, everyone should watch 15 seconds.
Let me see what we got.
Slightly inflate the numbers, but don't tell them.
Oh, worst performing podcast.
The worst performing podcast was the one I did on mine.
Yeah.
I didn't push it. If I'd have
'Cause you were
pushed it, Dave.
ashamed.
If I would have pushed
Because you're
it.
embarrassed and ashamed.
If I'd have pushed it. I also had a cold. If I'd have pushed it, those numbers would have been outrageous.
Yeah. But, no, see, thank you to everybody who's watched. Anyone who's given us a like, because that really helps us appear in the right-hand side so people can start watching us when they're in a YouTube rabbit hole. Audio version coming from... Well, actually, from this one, then I'll upload all the old ones.
Where did they get the audio from?
iTunes, SoundCloud. What I'll do is I'll upload this one to YouTube and then put the iTunes and SoundCloud link in the
Say
YouTube
what?
description. I'm probably not going to go back and do it for all the older ones though, because
No, don't do that. That's fine. We don't live in the past, Dave. Rear view mirror is much smaller than the whatever the window is in front of a car. Whatever you call the window in front of a car, there probably isn't a name for
fucking
it.
windscreen.
No. Whatever it's actually called, not what you call it in Germany or wherever you're from. What it's really called, that's bigger than the one for behind.
Oh hey, I've only got a week left of my job. Everyone knows now, so I can talk about it.
Oh.
That's
So
it. I'm changing
Dave's
job.
Dave's leaving webcam in for good. He's finally made enough bank.
Upgrading.
So don't say about any of the companies because otherwise you're gonna have weird people like Patrick.
Yeah, I don't
turn up.
want to say anything about
Turn
it.
up at work. But you're moving for a good move, a little bit of a commute. Excuse me, a little bit of a commute.
I'm okay with it.
Hopefully
too
you'll
much, though.
hopefully you'll train with me less. That'll be.
I'm
ideal.
hoping that's an upside. Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be ideal. Are you having any time off between the job and your new job?
2 days. Because I'm on my grind 24/7, except those 2 days.
See, the thing is with Dave, you're not.
I am.
You're not. Now you were last night
Don't talk to me about.
because you were up till 3 a.m.
Oh, what's up, Don't talk to me about on the grind. I'll show
I
you.
love
I'll show
it.
you my rings.
When my Apple Watch says to me, check your rings, I giggle like a child every time. Doesn't matter where I am, I'm like,
It's going to cut out in a second.
it's
you call it?
It's not flashing yet.
Yeah, we'll do it in a bit.
Um,
No, it's not the battery. We're at 23 minutes.
how many people will just watch us watching this? So like, just sit there and look at the camera.
I'm going to stop the video then.